Setting goals is one thing. Anyone can do that. But where most people fail is the execution part. In other words, how do you go about setting these goals and making sure that you can stay on track to achieve them? That's what this video is all about. Hi guys, Himesh Trivedi from himeshtrivedi.com. I have a passion for personal development, and if you too are the same and are looking of ways to improve your life, you're in the right place. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that you can get notified each time I put out a new video. Without wasting further time, let's get into the process of how I set my goals and I go about creating an action plan or an execution plan to make sure that I will achieve them. I want to make this as simple as possible for you. So I have broken this down into 3 simple steps. Make sure that you watch till the end as I got something to offer you. The first step is the very obvious step, and you've probably already done this, is to really begin writing down your goals that you want to achieve. This is also a very important part and requires some deep thinking and to a certain extent some personal reflection. You need to ask yourself, what exactly do you want to achieve in your life? Once you have determined that, then you've probably heard this before, but set the goals out that are SMART. The S stands for specific. You need to be as detailed as possible when writing these goals. Generally the questions are what type of goal, who, where, which. All these sort of questions will aid you and bring specificity to your goal. The M stands for measurable. Your goal should have some form of monitoring or tracking. In other words, you should be able to know how far you're away from achieving your goals, whether you're on track, and ultimately finding out when you have finally achieved that goal. The A stands for achievable. In other words, how realistic are your goals? Are you able to accomplish it based on your current constraints, for example, such as financial factors or time constraints or other resources? Do you intend to make $1 million a week, for example? That's not achievable, so you need to rethink about that type of goal. The R stands for relevant. This means that the goal that you have set out should be worthwhile and full of meaning to you. So I'll give you an example. I recently had a conversation with someone who had a tremendous passion for music, and you would think that his goals would revolve around music, but he wrote down something that was completely different to his passion. So this is what I mean by being relevant. Does this goal that you have set out for yourself resonate with you deeply, with your underlying passion? The T stands for time-based. You need to set out a date or some sort of timeline to achieve your goal. It is critical to assign this date, as mentally you are now under a deadline to achieve that goal. So the main question that you need to ask yourself is, by when should I accomplish this goal? Alright guys, moving on to step 2 is to break down each of your goals into at least 3 actionable tasks. In other words, what actions do you need to take in order to accomplish that goal? It may be more than 3 actionable steps. The more complex your goal, the more actionable steps will be needed. My suggestion is that you start with 3 steps to work on, and once you have done that, work on the next step, and so on and so forth. While completing this, you need to make sure that you assign a time frame to complete each actionable step. By assigning a time frame, as I mentioned before, you're holding yourself accountable, and those action items now become a priority for you to do. Remember, a goal without a deadline is merely a dream. You will need to start slotting those actionable tasks into your daily routine. Check out the link I've got on another video on how you could do that. And the final step is that you will need to continuously monitor your progress on these goals. You do this by indicating from the onset what sort of results you will see once you have accomplished each particular actionable step for each goal. If you don't see the results that you want, you may need to go back and reassess either the goal or the actionable point. So as promised earlier, I have something for you. I've given you a lot of information and I understand that it can get confusing or overwhelming. So I have created a simple cheat sheet that's available to you free of charge. Just click the link on the description to get your copy. Hope you found this video informative. Leave me your questions or comments below. Till next time, take care.